Brian. Thank you for popping in. You're a gremlin. Excellent. By the way, since you are one of my first subscribers, you do get a you do get a founder thingo next to your icon, and you ought to have a subscriber badge too. I just might have to show. I've been getting grinding garment grid abilities next to. Oh, fun! Garment grids are just so neat. Also, it's a Tori. Hello. Says I have a founder badge. Yes, because you were one of my first 10 subscribers. So, you get a founder badge. Congratulations. I'm not sure how to make it show up in chat, but I did just add those sub badges today. So, you ought to have those too? I just need to figure out how to make them show in chat. I'll continue poking at it. I'm gonna give it another couple of minutes, since I got started late, to actually start the game. Oh, wait, no. That's right. I'm on stream. I cannot permit ads. So, I'm actually listening to a copyright-free bunch of music made by this really lovely creator named Chillpeach. So I thought I would give this a shot. You'll have to let me know how the sound balance is, though. I appreciate y'all coming by tonight. Oh, okay. So apparently you guys can put them next to your names if you're a subscriber. Click on the icon to the left of your chat box to open your chat identity. Click on the badges you want to display next to your name in chat. So you my few subscribers should now be able to do that. I have to go bounce in 20 to go back. My gay appearance at the store, then I'll be back. I took a fat nap today, so guess it'll be up. Aw, bless. Well, so long as you're taking care of yourself, and, so... Fat nap. What a term. Okay, I might as well get started. No, Tori, you have to understand it was a fat nap. Drool and all. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so this is something of a treat because this will be the first time I'm playing this game, or playing this DLC. So, that'll be nice. Hey, Kit. Thank you for popping in. So yes, I just got the Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland DLC today, and I'm playing through it for the first time with y'all. I'm not ashamed of my nap game. As an elder gay, we need at least 36 hours of sleep a day. So what you're saying is you're a cat. Which sounds about right for all the queer folks I know. But alrighty. So this is the first job on the Wonderland DLC. White Rabbit. Location down the rabbit hole. Aha! The fix-it with a portable spittle gun, and not a moment too soon. Hurry, hurry! An awful child, of that there can be no doubt, has besieged us. Not only did she eat and drink that which wasn't hers, but that she then cried herself a river with which to make her escape. She has besmirched both the reputation of wonderful children the world over, and the walls of our once great hall. I'm already far too late to explain it more, but we would very much appreciate you getting to it. The sooner you can be done, the sooner we can all forget it ever happened in the first place. So, let's see. Hold on, Brian, I've got memes I've got to send you over in Discord. Oh dear. The forbidden memes. Oh! Okay. I literally fell down the rabbit hole. Excellent. Okay. Grime. Salt. I guess that makes sense. So it seems like this is going off of the book version of Alice in Wonderland. So, which, you know, wherein she did actually cry a river. Which is hilarious. So let's see. Which explains the salt. This is fun. I can't wait to... I cannot wait to clean this, but I want to see what everything looks like first. Oh, I'm having so much fun already! Oh, I love this design. Look at this. Are those... Yeah, those are probably bunny footprints. Room bottle, room chair. Oh, I love this. Although I must say, I'm surprised at how similar this is to the Kingdom Hearts version of Wonderland. Okay, though, let's clean up in here, this hallway first. Actually, if I'm going to be... Let me get some pink on, if I'm going to be doing Wonderland. Some bright-ass colors. White Rabbit not skipping that gym. That's a large bunny. Uh-oh. Did I pressed... Uh-oh, there we go. Okay. Nope. Listen, I love Etsy as much as this next person, but no. Skip. Welcome to our great hall. I hope we can trust you to behave more reasonably than that child, Alice, says the mouse. A more awful creature you couldn't hope to find without adding whiskers, sharp claws, and calling it, let me guess, a cat? Oops. There we go. No, I can't even say it. Yeah, it's a cat. Alrighty. See you when you get back, Brian. The potat. Oh! I gotta do the form change. Alrighty. Oh, wait, no. That's, there we go! Have a potat! I gotta, in the future I'll have to do like a sound effect or something, but yes, I'm glad I just added those redeems today. So now you can do my form changes. I've got four actually. The construction hat version of me, the Mobian one, the Heartless version, and I just made Keldred the Potat. I actually had a really fun time drawing Kel today. I miss drawing her. And thank you, Kit. I wouldn't even have gotten into this streaming business without you being so encouraging, so I very much appreciate you. I miss drawing my potate. My little sweet potate, my tater tot. Speaking of which, I, earlier today, beat the main campaign of Final Fantasy XIV of Endwalker. Watch as she jumps into the flame. Accurate! I have loved having you on stream for the last however many years. It's always a pleasure being with you on stream. I mean, yeah, you are accurate. Yeah, I'm not what you can call the best at dodging. I'm actually maybe a little too good at dodging. You know, dodging directly into the void. And therefore my death. Oh, I'm gonna be buying the expansion this coming week and attempting to catch character creation. Yeah! They did release Lady Rogadin's, not Rogadin, Hrothgar's. And they are so pretty in the new expansion. I haven't purchased, Dawn Trail yet. I just finished Endwalker, so... Just start practicing by dodging wrenches, because if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball! I wish it worked like that in Final Fantasy XIV. God knows I wouldn't die so much. Riku was helping me, beat, you know, the final dungeon and the final, trial of the main part of Endwalker. You know, the mission where it name drops the name of the expansion. And, I died so many times. I want to play 14 so bad, pre-batch for the new Warcraft expansion. I'm like, but do they have motherfucking paintbrush wizards? I should start streaming 14 story stuff. You should, if it would give you, I'm definitely, because you're still on Shadowbringers. I would love to play that with you. It's a Jake! Thank you for popping in! I'm actually kind of excited about this expansion, because, I've never played an expansion for the first time with y'all. Whenever I play an expansion, I'm replaying it. So this is the first time I've been, like, yeah, playing it for the first time on stream. Expansion. It's DLC. Nah, dodging isn't always that easy. The only nice thing about 14 is the telegraph stuff really well. This is true. It definitely helps a great deal. I still fail at life, but you know. Is stuff sparkling? Yeah, look. Yeah, do you guys see the sparkles on screen? By the way, how is my sound volume? Is the music audible? Is my voice too loud? I've watched a few streamers play through the new MSQ. It looks so good. I'll still be baby for a while, but I'll get there eventually. Nice. Sound is fine? Good. Yeah, the sparkles. Because I was sitting here like, I thought I had imagined them, but apparently not. Good, good. Let's see, what's on the... It's algae and grime that's on the floor. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I gotta crouch. I feel like the only thing that could make this better is if I was in the special zone, but I am trying to save money at the moment, so no special zone for me. Oh, so as I specified earlier,
You're stomach and brain together at
no. Silly thing. No, I'm afraid my anxiety is gonna spike. 'Cause of 14? Playing it on stream? Or over stuff that's happening on your end right now? Oh, special zone. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean... I guess it really depends. Like, I know a lot of folks use it and it makes them less stressed, even with anxiety, and some folks it makes it worse, so... Yeah, if you decide to avoid it, it's probably for the best. Yeah, everything that's going on in your life right now is not fun. But I'm here if you want to talk. What is is this? It just says grime. I feel like I feel like that's not just grime. I feel like that's like mold or something. Okay, let's finish dick around. Oh. I feel like this level is going to be full of such fun little details, like... I'm excited. There's a start, and now let's get the floor. I'm loving these colors already, though. I honestly thought when I first saw the first trailer for this game, or for this expansion, that it was going to be based on the whatever McGee Alice Madness games. I'm actually rather glad it's not. I kind of like this legitimately bright, like, going back to the book sort of aesthetic. Not that those games are bad, they're just not what I'm looking for. There was an interview that I saw super briefly on a Steam article about the person who helped design these levels. Looks like they had a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, like, shotgun this entire DLC in one sitting, but we'll see how far I can get. There we go. Alright. Might as well get these borders up here done next. Let's see, that's the trim. This is all the trim. Okay.
Why are they called dippers?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't care about Subway, thank you. Do you know what this Alice did? I'll tell you. And I appreciate it, Kit, but I don't usually use music for background. So, and I don't mind watching ads normally. It's just on stream. First, she wafted around saying how ridiculous it was to have a room filled with different sized doors. Did she not realize how ridiculous it was to call something ridiculous before even taking the time to ask someone, is this, in fact, ridiculous? Hi, Omega! Thank you so much for popping in! I hope you're having a good day! And I hope that, given that it's close to supper time, everybody has had something to eat. Listen, Omega hasn't done anything yet to merit banning. Give them 5 minutes. Oh, I see. So to begin with, this ceiling is this is clearly supposed to be floor tile. So that's a fun little detail. What? Nuh-uh. Alexa, start a timer for 5 minutes. Oh wait, I actually shouldn't say stuff to, you know, Alexa or Siri out loud. There's multiple devices in this house. Not that they can hear me in my room, but still. Dang, I joined it and I'm already getting bullied. Sorry, Omega. I promise not to bully you unless you ask for it. I guess turnaround is fair play. But yes, thank you so much for popping in. I'm gonna see how far I can get into this DLC today. Hi, partner in chaos. Oh, you lovely little shit disturbers, you. Hey, Sandra, hope you're doing alright. Thank you for popping in. Always wonderful to have you in stream. Let's see, I want to do this one over here. Yeah, I wanted to pop in for a moment, didn't sleep well, so I'm gonna try and take a nap, Igor, before you work tonight. That's valid. Make sure to take care of yourself and get some rest when you can. I'm doing okay, just trying to finish a drawing. Yeah, that's fair. I actually drew a little bit earlier today. That's why I've got my Keldred. I have my form change stuff up. If anyone ever wants to do that. I've got my Mobian bear, my version of myself with a construction hat, my heartless version of myself, and Keldred, who is my Final Fantasy XIV being. Yeah, I hope you all have a good time. I'll just try and pop back in on later. Yeah, do whatever is best for you. I just appreciate you popping in and saying hi. But I hope you have a good nap when you do. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Says it's out of stock, not sure. It is on cooldown. No, I'm glad that you mentioned it. It is on cooldown. It's on a 15-minute cooldown. And I think Kit... It ought to become available soon, though. Kit did it... It's got to have at least been 10 minutes. And I did put it in so that there's... folks are allowed to do it at least 10 times per stream in total, so it shouldn't be completely out of stock, just on cooldown. By the way, this music is from a really... It's a fun channel I recently found called Chillpeach. I'm gonna have a link to their channel. Actually, give me a second, I'll link to the playlist after I finish washing this roof. Let me just... This playlist can be found at this link. Yeah, this person makes their own music and they've got a SoundCloud and stuff, so I've been enjoying what they've have out so far. I was searching for, you know, obviously copyright-free, like relatively chill music, and it seems nice. Game Chop's playlists on hand for stream. Good to know. I mean, it's not that I don't use Spotify, I gotta get it for my PC. I have it on my phone and my tablet, but I just haven't downloaded the thing for PC yet for Spotify. Anything produced by Game Chops is stream friendly. Good to know. Well, if I start, I can get a duo membership thingy. I'll definitely keep that in mind. I appreciate it. Yeah, should I start to use music more often on my streams? It's definitely something I'll take into account. I probably should download Spotify from my computer. It's great for intros and outros. Yeah, good to know. Oh, Samus and Chill. That's a fun name for a playlist.
The robots have gotten pretty good at what they do, but they can't give an item a human touch.
I don't care. There's several and Chill albums. I mean, yeah, that tracks. People have been using... Let's see. Okay, this wall still. It honestly sounds like a good playlist for when I'm doing chores or whatnot, so I will definitely have to bear that in mind. Well, I might as well finish up this first chunk of the hallway before moving on to the next, so let's do the wall. Didn't know about Samus and Chill? Yeah, that sounds like it's fun. If it's got, like, even anywhere close to the same vibes of, you know, actual Metroid music, that's neat. I've been looking for a vinyl of it. Oh, that's neat. My roommate has it's a tiny little portable player. It, like, is a vinyl player. It's, like, in a little suitcase. It's neat. For instance, could there be a perfectly good reason why this place has so many different sized doors? Says the mouse. I do like the Pokemon in Chill. I'll have to check that out too. Perhaps the animals who use the doors are also different sizes? Perhaps every Sunday all those animals converge here for tea and conversation? Alright, Mr. Mouse has a point. And how could you expect a walrus to use a door designed for a dormouse? Let's see where. There we go. Sonic and Chill is one of my favorites for obvious reasons. Utterly ridiculous. The denizens of Wonderland don't often make logical sense, but the dormouse is making sense in this instance. There we go. This is so cute. Okay, let's just keep to this wall. I keep getting distracted. Did find the Final Fantasy in Chill. That sounds fun. I love these colors so much. It reminds me of, well, it makes me want ice cream, weirdly enough. Maybe it's because it looks like sherbet. Chocobo in Chill sounds adorable. Oh damn, you're not wrong, Kit. There are in fact lots of those in lots of playlists. Very cool. I love how gravity is just a suggestion in Wonderland. And not one that anyone takes very seriously, clearly. As soon as Sonic and Chill is released on vinyl, Shino and I are getting it. Yeah, no, that's absolutely valid. Let's see, have I done... Yes, okay. This is such a pretty little door. It looks almost like a shoji style. Oh, these are pretty. Look at these little details. I love this. Okay, so that is it for... Oh wait, no! We gotta do the table here. If you want, I send you the first Chocobo and Chill on YouTube. Maybe after I finish out this, yeah, you can link me to it. I'm gonna stick to this playlist for this particular stream, but that sounds like it would be fun. There we go, and the lamp, okay. That's all clean. I don't know why, but I suddenly had the urge to try to do something like this, to create a place like this in, like, The Sims 4. 'Cause you can mess around with orientation, with certain if you do the place objects anywhere cheat and also use some of the keyboard commands, you can place stuff in really weird spots. I wonder if anyone has made an Alice in Wonderland house that way. Okie doke, you do you, Kit. I just appreciate you being around. I love playing PowerWash Sim levels for the first time, cause like, I don't know, getting to discover this stuff is so much fun. All little bits and pieces. Like, I love this painting. There we go. Oh, that's... Oh, it's... I was wondering what this was. It's curtains. Granted, the text at the top left-hand corner says that, but I haven't been looking at that, let's be real. Let's see. And the window? There's still a little bit... Yep, there we go. Another painting? More mushroomy for us. What about you? What? More shroomy dealies. Mind you, I do always love PowerWash Sim levels. I think uniformly they're pretty well designed, but I'm just utterly charmed by this one. Probably because Wonderland was one of my favorite books growing up. Aww! It's it's for the white rabbit. Carrots. Okay, and we've just got you left, do we? This is some Salvador Dali type stuff going on here. Or no, was it Dali? Or was it Edvard Munch? Monk, however you say his name. Okie doke. I love this. Actually, I have an original story that some of my viewers know about. It's a superhero story called Looking Glass. Or I think the name of if I ever actually write it, is going to be Reflections. The main character's superhero name is Looking Glass, and her real name is Dinah. And actually, all of the other characters are named after various authors. Like, I have this one character named Carol, who's named after Lewis Carroll. I have one character, William, who his last name is the surname of the first Japanese author, or one of the first Japanese female authors we're aware of. Elliot, who's after, I forget, something Elliot? I forget the name of the author, but yes, so like, I don't know. Alice in Wonderland has always been a source of inspiration for me, so this is delightful. Now this particular song really suits. Let me find what the name of this is. It is called Wonder. Oh, that's perfect. So in game you've got this salt encrusted on the walls, right? Which is, always crystallizes like this. My roommate and I were poking at some books in the living room last night when we were chatting about stuff, and we found a book that it seems to have gotten something spilled on some of the pages, and we're not sure if it was water because it didn't cause that wavy effect that, wet paper gets when it's in book form, but the edge of the pages had this weird crystallized look, and none of us remember where or when we might have spilled something on that book. So we're just sitting here like, what could have possibly caused that? Because it was like I said, weirdly crystallized. I don't know if maybe it was something with either a lot of salt or sugar in it, something that would have crystallized like that. It almost looked a little bit like glitter. So that is the resident mystery that has been perplexing us since last night. I don't think I tracked that there's such a like a curve here.
For the pharmaceutical industry, the two things that were missing were one, transparency, and two, trust.
Boop. Aw, this song is called Tomato Farm. And this creator also has a SoundCloud. So, which I'm gonna leave as a link. I'm gonna leave a link to all of their stuff on the YouTube version of this. But their username on YouTube is Chill, Chill, Peach, Peach, like the fruit. I'm excited to tackle this room now. Furthermore, Alice proceeded to eat and drink our wares without the least consideration for their purpose. I mean, yeah, that sounds like a 10-year-old child, yeah. Did she ponder, even for the merest moment, why we might need eat-me cakes to make us grow? Or drink me potions to make us shrink? No, she did not. She simply took one look and guzzled the lot. Again, sounds like me as a child. I still have a sweet tooth, but I was a lot worse about controlling it as a kid. Okay, well that is this big ol' hallway done. So let's first do... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Oh, look at this! The little motes of what are either light, or dust, or spores? No, that's mold. It says mold. Okay, that we are breathing in spores. Good thing our character has on a face mask. Now, I was considering doing a little playthrough of the Warhammer DLC, but given that I don't really know much about Warhammer, so I feel like it would be a rather lackluster playthrough without much info to back it up, and B, I don't really enjoy those levels. They're really complicated, and it's also all animals instead of... Sorry, that's not what I meant to say. It's all mecha, which, you know, obviously makes sense in the context, but it's all... I like levels, like this. I don't like vehicles or mecha. And the Warhammer DLC is only mecha, so... That's not to say it's not enjoyable, it's just not as enjoyable for me. Weird little space to try to get into. There we go. Ew, what is this? Oh, it's a door in the floor. I should have guessed. So, okay. So let me actually, before I clean them all, take a look at these footprints, because it's not just that we've already established, per the mouse, that we've got multiple types of animals here. The walrus, these almost look bird-like. So we've, at minimum, got the mouse, the walrus, the white rabbit, and I don't truly remember who else. It's been a long time since I read the books. Dormouse and the Hare, obviously, are a couple folks. What are you called? Melting bookshelf. Oh, okay. Interesting. So there's this concept in fiction, or at least it's a trope, that is termed, you know how humans can have either a gray morality or a black and white morality? There's this concept for aliens or other beings whose laws and morals don't correspond to our own. There's a term called, like, blue and orange morality. And I feel like that's very much true with the denizens of Wonderland.
How long have these meal kits been in my fridge? 1 week? 2?
No. So it's just always interesting to think about. I guess that's part of what makes the absurdism of Wonderland work, is that you've got like a whole chunk of characters whose way of thinking does not match. Okay. Well, yeah, let's do the floor. I seem to remember in the book, at least the first book, at around the same time that this flood occurs, that Alice creates from crying, there's some kind of race that includes a ton of different animals. I'm wondering if that's the cause of some of these footprints, in addition to folks, you know, popping in for tea. Out of the way. Cool. Oh, I thought that was a carpet. No, that square is just because of sunlight. Interesting. Where is the sunlight? Are those windows? Yes. Interesting. Excuse me. It's so low to the ground. Okay. Where is... We've still got... Here we go. Well, I might as well do this box. There. The rest of it can wait until I do the walls and stuff, but... Okay. Well... Oh. Well, I guess we can start section by section. Let's do this section near the door. I don't think I particularly like that particular song. It's not bad for any reason, it just isn't as enjoyable. There we go. Ooh, this is pretty. These last couple songs have felt more experimental than anything. Doop. There's just a lot of these last half of the playlist isn't all that enjoyable. What about this? Oh wait, that's not... That music is not by the same person. Let's just go back to the start of that playlist. It's not that I don't think that piano-only music can't be enjoyable. It absolutely can. There was just something somewhat... I don't know. I just didn't enjoy those last couple songs as much. Aw. Hey Kit, thank you for the bits. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. I should set you up with a TTS bit redeem. Oh, you mean the text-to-speech? Maybe. What has Omega done with text-to-speech? Omega, are you a shit disturber? Oop. Nope, nope. Let me down. Thank you. Aw. Well, I'm glad you got them on discount, and I will always appreciate them. Do y'all think 15 minutes is a good time for me to time out the form change thingo, or do you think it should be less time? I guess it depends on what you folks feel is reasonable. I think Sonic does his around that time frame. Yeah. I'm just curious, cause, yeah, first time doing these kind of Let's see. That one's clean. That's clean. Does this... No, those are two different objects. Eh. Perhaps when something important happens, we all converge here to decide upon a decision? Imagine how difficult it would be for a mouse with a good idea to be heard above a walrus. Oh, is that why you folks have the, is that why you animals have the, But what if the smaller animals consumed the eat me cake and the larger animals the drink me potion until everyone was the same size? You know, that's not altogether a bad idea. Would we reach a fair decision then? I think that depends on your personality, Sir Mouse. Maybe yes, but did Alice consider that before scoffing the lot? No, because she's a child. If they're sweets, she will eat them. So says I, a former child. Well, while I'm at it, I might as well clean the wall. Ooh, tea tap brewing menu. Tea-nacious tea. What's the tea? Tip-top tea. Tea-licious tea. Bless this mess. And do you see, I love these. Wait, can I actually... Oh, is this a tea dispenser? Tea dispenser tank! And it's got verdigris on it, which is, that's the term for, like, tarnish, if I remember correctly. Verdigris, or whatnot. The greenish tint that, certain types of metals get. Maybe specifically silver? Or is it copper? Is that copper? Oh, I don't know. I'll come back and clean the actual stuff that's on the wall later. I'm delighted. Now what is this? Oh, more shelves. Don't worry, the bookcases are only a little melty. Alright. Let's get the rest of the walls, then the ceiling, then the small objects. It's fine, don't worry about it. Everything is just looks like a Salvador Dali painting, it's fine. And hey, for all we know, it is fine. Maybe we should listen to Sarah Mouse and not be ethnocentric. I can't even say that with a straight face. About the mores and what is it? The mores and mores of the culture we're looking at for Wonderland. Oh, let me up. I want to look pretty. Oh my god. So one thing that me and my roommate were like almost cry laughing about last night. Have y'all seen some of the stuff that's like certain speeches or certain things translated into Gen Z talk? My roommate found one that it was like a verse of the Bible translated into Gen Z talk. And it was atrocious. We couldn't stop laughing. We also found one that it was like the whole Skyrim opening scene. To that as well. Fucking incredible. Oh. Thank you for taking care of that, Kit. Yay! No place for you on my good Christian stream. Yeah, nah. Let's see, are you still? Yes, you are still dirty. Now, is that connected to that? No, that's a separate thing. Oh, I'll come back to it after I finish the walls. Oh? What tool? The sound... like the sound thing? The stuff for like the sound or the visual redeems? That's something I was thinking about, but you were busy earlier and I didn't want to bother you, so I figured one step at a time I would take care of the other redeems first. Saribot? Okay. Alright, well, any guidance is appreciated. God knows I barely know what I'm doing on a good day. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be going over here first. Modbot that catches stuff like that automatically? Ah, good to know. Yeah, any sort of assistance is much appreciated. If you hadn't gotten it as quickly as you did, which I do appreciate, I would have taken a moment to ban that too. Plus protects against hate raids and other fun stuff. Hate raids? What's even the point of that? I know what the point of it is, it just seems counterproductive. Stupid. A waste of time. Like, if I don't like somebody, I'm just gonna avoid their channel. What's the point of doing a hate raid? To quote one of my favorite movies, some people just want to watch the world burn. Yeah, that's fair. I just don't get it. I barely have enough energy to live my life. I'm not gonna waste what finite spoons and energy I have and time to try to make folks' lives harder, even if I don't like them. But some people don't understand that, I guess, or have a lot more energy to waste. They can donate it to me. Now taking donation of your life essence / energy. Terrarium window. Okay, I was gonna wait, but I really want to clean this now to see what it is. Ooh. Oh, it's a shroomy dealie. Look at him. It's a real life shroomy. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I love this. That's such a fun detail. I really enjoy how 3D all of these things are, by which I mean they feel legitimate. Like, I just love how there's not just a bunch of paintings on the walls and that's it. There's, you know, like, all of this juts out, these jut out, like, it's just, there's a lot of little details on this that I really appreciate. There we go. Okay, well that's the walls done. Time to tackle, well, in this case, this higher wall, and then the ceiling. Oh, so you were connected to... You were connected to this. Okay. That's why it wasn't clean.
May I have this dance?
No.
Your stomach.
One of my other roommates has also been playing PowerWash Sim, and it's been putting him to sleep, and I'm like, yeah, mood, I get it. There's more than once, not on stream, obviously, but there's been more than once where I've that looks like mud. It just says grime, but this looks like this is just caked in mud. Anyway, there's been times where I've been playing this game off stream and, like, almost nodded off. Hell, that one time I did, was in the special zone with Kit playing this game. I almost fell asleep on stream. Okay. Well, so let's just pick one half and do one half at a time. You know, it occurs to me, would Wonderland be considered as an entity itself Would Wonderland be considered an SCP? Part of it, I think it would be relatively easy to contain in some respects because there's only but then again, we only know of 2 entrances, and it does appear to have some ability to affect the outside world. So, I guess that is a valid question. Is Wonderland an SCP? Is this something the Foundation would have to contain? I'm sure other people smarter than I have already thought about this. But it would fall under the same type of SCP, probably Euclidean, I don't think it would count as Keter because it is not of the life. Well, Keter isn't necessarily always life-threatening, it is more in the uncontrollable. And given that there seem to be limited entrances into Wonderland, I suppose it would be more along the Euclidean classification because we know enough about it to at least partially contain it. But therein lies how... So then, objects and or animals taken out of this would be given subcategories. You know, SCP, number -1 or 1A or whatnot. But there would be some interesting experiments with the Class D personnel. But I guess it depends on how eldritch you're getting with your interpretation of Wonderland. Because that's another aspect is, there's the basic book, of course, but every person that does a reinterpretation of the story does their own spin on it. Some folks have it be like darker and more sinister, other people keep it really light-hearted. But yes, it does stand to reason that were it something that became known to the Foundation and or affected the real world consistently enough, I posit that Wonderland could in fact be considered to be an SCP.
Oh.
No, hush. Well, that's a fun thought exercise I'm gonna have to put some more thought into, because it honestly did not occur to me before now. These are pretty. I love these. I love that you can almost see, like, These are the kind of paintings you can see the brush strokes in. I love that. What was I saying about Salvador Dali? Or was Dali the one who had the melty clocks, or was that Edvard Munch? Well, Munch or Monk had the scream, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure Dali was the one who consistently had melty stuff. I'd have to Google it, and I don't feel like Googling it right this moment. Oh my goodness, it has tiny doors. Oh my god, it has tiny doors! I love this so much! It's even got a sideways door! Is this for burbs? I love everything about that. I really wish that they would let me get a cup of tea from this thing. I want it terribly. love it so much. The concept of a bar with ready-made tea, ready to go at any time, is a nice one. Realistically, an impossible ask, given that, you know, tea can get stale or bitter when brewed for too long, but it's a fun idea. You know, like taps on a bar, but with tea. I guess the closest you're gonna get to that is kombucha. Ooh, speaking of which, my workplace has free kombucha at one of the break rooms on a different floor than me, and they recently did a strawberry sage one. Another channel I'm following and went to say hi to is playing Pippin music. Pippin music? Oh, Pippin from the play! Oh my god! Yeah! Aw, that's delightful. Oh, Pippin was such a fun musical. Our version of Pippin was deeply cursed at the college. So a number of things went wrong with our production of Pippin in college. One thing that kept happening is, so at the very end of the play, and it depends on how the person doing, because there's multiple interpretations of the end of the play. In our version of the end, the kid of Pippin's new love interest chooses to go with the lead player into what is supposed to be like a doorway of fire. And so we had like a fake little smoke machine and like a fake little fire that was if I remember correctly, it was just like tissue paper and wind to make it flop around. Anyway, it did have a smoke machine, and we during rehearsal, we couldn't stop the fire alarm in the building from going off. Now, part of the problem with that was, oh my god, look at this tiny fucking door! Oh my goodness. Anyway, part of the problem was that specific college building that had the theater in it did not just have, the alarm didn't just go off for that section. It went off for everything. And that building was connected physically to several other buildings. So the alarm went off everywhere. It caused a bit of a mess and took a while for us to fix, and that was during it wasn't really a dress rehearsal because we weren't dressed up. It was one of the rehearsals that had the props and stuff. So there was that. In part, we blame a lot of what went wrong on the fact that one of the kids kept saying the name of the Scottish play, like on purpose to piss people off. And I'm pretty sure we just all blamed him after a certain point because shit just kept going wrong. So if you know anything about Pippin, you know that at least during our version of the play, there's a song and there's a simulated sex scene. In our version of the play, we had oh, I love this. Look at this tiny door. We would have 2 confetti cannons go off from either side of the screen to simulate, you know, finishing during the act. We had a couple of people who, so at our college, there was a class for people that were backstage, the crew, not the actors, the crew. They could get college credit for helping with that. We had a couple of people that decided to not come to class for most of the semester and decided to try to make up for it by being there for performances. Except, as a result, they didn't know jack all about what we were doing. Meaning,
Asana, a work management
no,
platform.
hush. I'm in the middle of a story. Meaning that, so, when the confetti cannons went off, one of them, for one of the live performances, didn't set one of the cannons. So let's just say during that performance, folks' enjoyment of the act was one-sided. Let's just leave it at that. The confetti cannon, one of the confetti cannons did not go off. And then, another series of confetti was trickled down, or was thrown down from, like, above stage at the very end of the play. It was glitter. Well, it wasn't glitter, it was like sparkly confetti. One of the staff, you know, one of the dudes who was slacking, swept it all up and threw it away. So we had to, like, and that was one of the days where we had 2 performances in one day. So we had to, like, scramble to replace it. A lot of props went missing, including a fake duck that was the toy, or pet, of one of the characters. A lot of stuff went missing pretty consistently. One of the other mishaps was people got injured very consistently, specifically the dancers. We had because, you know, the rest of the group, we did some choreography, but we also had a dedicated section of dancers. One of them, over winter break, went skiing and did some pretty nasty damage on one of her legs, so couldn't be in in the final things. One of them, during a dress rehearsal, when we were actually doing the lights and everything, fell off stage and injured herself pulled something. And then, during one of the live performances, one of them, the dancer, during one of the moves, or during one of the choreographed things, was sitting on the ground, most of her weight braced on one of her arms. The dude playing the lead player, who is one of the characters, does this sort of jump near the dancers, accidentally plowed into her, and we didn't find out until later, broke her wrist, or at least severely hurt her wrist during that event. So we were like, where is this person? Because that was just before intermission. And they were like, oh, she went to the hospital. So, long story short, towards the end of all of this, after all the play was done, when we had the after party, the director led basically, and this is kind of appropriative, but did a smudging ceremony and burned a bunch of props to try to get rid of the bad luck, because you know how actors are. Well, you know how theater stuff is. That's just sort of how it do. In regards to superstition. So, in and around during all of that, there was one prop that was basically a shiny wooden pyramid on wheels. And it was shiny because it was covered on all sides by oh, brain, why aren't you working with me here? It was covered on all sides with like some kind of shiny foil. And it was wheeled around during part of one of the dance things to be shiny and pretty. The college during the summers would house conventions, and I worked there as convention staff. And one of the conventions was the dowsers. And when I say dowsers, I do in fact mean the people that use those sticks to douse for water. There were a bunch of lots of real weird pseudoscience stuff, lots of real spiritual stuff going on. Had this one lady who refused to stay in any room where there were 2 electrical sockets across from each other because it was bad energy. Which, you know what, fair, you do you. It just made our lives a lot harder because it was impossible to find some place like that on campus for her to stay. Another one that had a presentation at the theater that was literally just her and the rest of the group making what sounded like whale noises, at least from outside. Anyway, we had one of them come up to us who had been in the theater and had found that prop, the pyramid prop, and was like, hey, this prop has really good vibes. It has really positive vibes. Do you mind if we borrow it? And we let her do it, but it's just like, you could not have been more wrong. That was part of a cursed production of Pippin. Oh my goodness. Anyway, sorry for... I don't mean to make fun of anybody. Not maliciously, at any rate. It's just very funny to me. I see you're done and just in the nick of time. 11 says are fast approaching, and the walruses are already upon the door. If I don't double it to the Duchess's kitchen, the trifle will be cold, and who would want that? Isn't trifle already cold? Now come, the blasted nuisance has struck once again, and there is already something else for you to do. Alright, White Rabbit's house. Bill the Lizard is my contact. 1127 Carrot Lane. Alright, Governor, you must be the who gem a flip with the thingamajig, and not a moment too soon, I'd say. That there's Mr. Rabbit's place, with 7 holes in it what have no mind being there, if you get me meanin'. Unfortunately, he ain't around to tell you any more than that, since he's orf trying to apprehend a 20-foot girl what's disappeared into thin air. Good luck with that, I say. Anyway, you best get to it. I mean, there's an house caked in coat, what? No, I mean coated in cake, and then there's you with your great wet water cannon thingamabob, Bill. Thank you, Bill the Lizard. Anyway, I can't tell a story to save my life without umming and awing and getting sidetracked 60 billion times. But, thanks... Oh, Jesus, I got blinded. But thanks for your patience, I guess. Let's take a quick look at what we're looking with. So all of this is grime, cake smears, cake splats. Such a big difference between splats and smears, apparently. Oh, look at his little kitchen. What's up here? Oh, his little writing desk. Oh, hi! That wasn't concerning at all. Okay, bye, Mr. Cheshire Cat. Now, I'm pretty sure he was in the previous level. I think I super briefly saw him in the room area on one of the chairs before he disappeared. I don't mind saying that White Rabbit's as mad as a hat full o' angry carrots. I mean, wouldn't you be? Yes. Oh my god, look at the sprinkles! After an hard day, rushing here, there, and everywhere, he comes home, opens his door to see what? An enormous arm, giving him the elbow, that's what. Or was it a knee? Either way, you don't want an oversized child in the middle of your house. Or at least not an oversized child that shouldn't be there. Now I have questions. One of my primary questions is, what flavor cake was this? Also, this place was clearly filthy before she got in here. There's moss. Do you know what moss grows on? Dirt. So, just like in the SpongeBob DLC, This place was already filthy before we got here. And Alice isn't the only one to blame. This color looks like that marble effect that people can get by like swirling paint around. There we go. Might as well take care of these stairs first. Then we'll tackle the floor, then the walls, then the stuff. Yes, stuff. Though first, yeah, I want to do this doorway because I know it's a separate object. Oop. Now I know that you probably can't hear it because of the music, but this is ticking. Which is a really lovely little detail. What is this? Oh, never mind. It's green because the floor is green. Right. I thought perhaps we were looking at a different type of frosting. Now, the layout of this place very slightly reminds me of the Christmas level, which was the first ever level I played for for PowerWash Sim on stream. And that was back in December. Wow, I didn't even notice this fuck off enormous, like, fireplace. Jesus. Excuse me. So I'm going to assume that our character has also consumed one of the... crap, is it the cakes? Or the drink that makes you small? One something, because we're obviously not a typical size if this is a bunny house. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 foot tall. Well, definitely. I don't know. I've already mentioned that Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite things of all time, but that song's also one of my favorites. And I believe that I forget off the top of my head. I believe that's by the Jefferson Airplane, White Rabbit, or Alice. I forget what the actual title of the song is. Now, if I could have found a playlist of songs just like this for this playthrough, that would have been fun. Since I don't think I'm going to get through the entire DLC in this stream, that'll be a project for next time. Actually, it's kind of funny. You remember how early I was talking about how I have a superhero character that is named Dinah after a character from, for the kitten from Alice in Wonderland. I also, Hey Luna! Hi hun, thank you for popping in. I hope you're having a good night. What I was gonna say is that Dinah as a character was at least partially inspired by the song Rabbit Heart by Florence and the Machine, and I find it kind of funny that, you know, it all comes back to rabbits. So anyways, White Rabbit does what any proud homeowner would do. He climbs up to the window, tutting away. I'm still sick, but I am. I'm sorry, hun. I hope you feel better soon. Make sure to get some rest and keep hydrated if you can. But no sooner had he gotten up to the window than this huge hand comes out and swats him away like he was a gnat or something. I wish I could do an accent. I wish I could do any accents to do this justice. Straight into his prize-winning cucumber frame. Ah. Stupid stomach pains suck. Oh, I'm so sorry. Stomach pain, like, headaches suck. Just typical pain sucks. Cramps suck. But as far as I'm concerned, nausea and stomach pain are so much harder to deal with than typical pain. I don't know. That's just me, at least. I find it much harder to deal with. I hope you feel better soon. That doesn't sound like any fun at all. Have you talked to a doctor about it, or is it just something you just gotta deal with? I hope it's short term. I think these are rabbit feets. I went to the doctors and they couldn't figure it out. For some odd reason I get it really bad every month or two, and I'm not on HRT or anything, so I don't know what's going on. Ugh, I'm so sorry. I mean, yeah, there could be any number of sources. Have they had you do any kind of food tolerance tests or anything to figure out if it's some kind of food intolerance or allergy that might be contributing? It's a hard thing to deal with. I'm allergic to bread, and I haven't eaten bread since I've been a kid. Gluten, if it's bread specifically, or if it's gluten, that can show up in a lot of weird places. Even sometimes including stuff like processed meats. they can use stuff that contains gluten as filler. So, not to prescribe you with anything, there's just a lot of things it could be. And I wish you the best. I'm sorry, I don't mean to act as though I have any kind of knowledge as to you're the one dealing with it. I just hope that you feel better soon. No. No. There we go. It's just worse this month because I have anxiety attack and being in my head to the point where I had a mini heart attack while at work, so that was fun. Oh, that's horrifying. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Well, if I were in person, I would offer you a hug. Since I can't, just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I'll be sending you good vibes. Yeah. Well, while I'm up here, I might as well grab this. Just being here helps? I'm glad. Yeah, anything we can do to help, just let us know. Even if it's just providing some entertainment and distraction. I love how organic this little house of his looks. It's a little too high, like the ceiling's a little too high to be hobbitish, but it does still have that sort of vibe. The twee! Maybe I should just do the ceiling first, since the ceiling seems to be less complex than the walls on this particular level. Oh, Mobian! Sure, I can absolutely do that. Alright. Just so y'all know, there is a 15-minute timeout to the form changes, but I absolutely do not mind setting them up. There. Have a Mobian. It's a Mobian me! Tis a blue bear. I'm glad you like it. I am still not the best at drawing Sonic type stuff, but I doodled that. I drew that up the other day, a couple weeks ago. The Casey with a K, I think is how she is usually referred to. who I got to meet in person when she and Kit came to Boston for a concert some months back, drew up a Mobian design for me, and I just sort of drew it for this this form changing. So I'm glad you like it. Oops.
Looking for an
ultra-powerful
robot vacuum?
No, I am not.
The 360
Boop. There we go. Let's see, did I want to... Yeah, I should do the trim while I'm up here. So he tries again and gets the same treatment. I hope if they can't find the source, Luna, then maybe they can at least find some way of helping you recover faster. At this point, I volunteered at his suggestion to climb in through the chimney. Flaming Nora, I was given the boot such as makes you forget what day it is. Oh! Okay, alright. Let me gear up for this. It's still yesterday, right? Says Bill the Lizard. Oh! Was that adequate, Kit? The Ojo-sama laugh. Something that some of my friends refer to as the big titty anime laugh, because it's usually like an anime lady. I'm glad y'all enjoyed. It's something I learned I could do back in anime club in college, and it sort of followed me ever since. Yeah, Naga from Slayers, exactly. Oh, this is the part of the... I think this is the part of this particular playlist that I don't enjoy. So let me go back to the original song. I'm only a scary villainess if you give me reason to be a scary villainess. Naga from Slayers is who I know the big titty hottie anime laugh from. Yeah, I mean, Slayers is a classic. God, we must have watched so much of it in Anime Club. Or if not in Anime Club, then with K-Rose, who was the one who introduced me to Slayers. Back in college. God, we watched so much of that. I adore Slayers because it's legitimately like watching a D&D campaign. It's so good. Slayers is a classic for a reason. I am Lena. Ooh. The skylight's pretty. It almost looks like butterfly wings. Yeah, I haven't seen Slayer since college, but I always enjoyed it. There was just a lot of it. That was the one thing that kept me from, I think, watching all of it, because there was just so much of it. And I started losing steam after a certain point. Also, it doesn't hurt that I was playing D&D even back then, so some of that kind of crossed over. Yeah! Yeah, no, I love Slayers because it legitimately is just D&D the anime. You have returned! Hey, Brian! Thanks for popping back in! Anyways, I gotta poop for a while, but I hope you have a fantastic stream. Thanks so much, Kit. Thank you for popping by. And, have a good rest of your night. The WoW character I mained was a human priest named Rezothared. Rezothared? Bless. Okay, I need... There we go. This ought to help. A bit of an extendo arm. Now, if you folks have specific other redeems you would like to see, any sound memes or like things you want me to do or say or anything like that, you'll just have to let me know. I am more or less making this up as I go along. By the way, Brian, Nocturne is also a longtime player of WoW. And Coons, Brian, Sassy Snorlax, has been playing WoW for, is it decades plural at this point? So y'all might have some stuff to chat about. Okay, yeah, let's get down to business. This top here really does look like butterfly wings. It's so pretty. I would normally just do floor, walls, ceiling items, but with this tree taking up, being like part of all of that, I kind of just want to get the tree done first. Been playing since a smidge before BC release, so yeah, roughly 164 years. Ah, don't say that around Nocturne. Kuntz has been playing a really long time as well. Also, Brian, you are nowhere near as old as you seem to portray yourself as. About the same amount of time? I see. So y'all are both like sort of WoW elders, so to speak. Now, my question is this all... Yes, this does all appear to be the same object. Okay. Which makes it at once easier and harder to clean. It's okay, I say this endearingly because the game still has me. Listen here. Respect your elders. Brian, you are at most, like, 2 years older than me. If that. You might actually be younger than me. I'm not sure. I forget. We've talked about this before, but I don't actually remember. Coons, Coons is both of our elders, for sure, yes. Along with Wayne and some of the rest of the crew. So if there was no way of taking back the house, there was only one thing for it. We had to make her leave by her own will. So I tells the White Rabbit about the absolute bestest way to get someone to leave your house. What's that? He asks, so I tell him. Set it on fire. I think I like Bill the Lizard. I think Bill the Lizard and I can get along. There we go. There's the wall tree. Still have to finish cleaning up. Works every time. I'm sure it does, Bill. I mean, there's usually no house left by the end of that, but that's a separate problem altogether. Goodness. Now this tree is prolific. It is everywhere. Okay, you are gonna have to scooch over here a sec. I am like one of the Treant elders in WoW. Gave me... Also, I tried to do the form change again and it didn't work. Gave me an error message. Oh, that's it. Brian, I think I think we're still in the time where there's a 15-minute timeout between them, and someone relatively recently had me change forms to this Mobian form. So I would give it maybe 10 minutes, and then it ought to work. It's just on a 15-minute timeout, so I'm not constantly having to switch back and forth from the game to OBS. That said, I'm glad that you folks are having fun with it. I'll have to think of some more forms to draw. If you guys have any suggestions, please pass them my way. Ooh. I didn't realize we could actually look through the window. Neat. Okay, there's... Yeah! There we go. I'm not gonna lie, the White Rabbit's house is kind of unironically pretty. I think I personally would go for slightly more muted colors on the walls, but that's just because I have a really boring sense of fashion. Or design, rather. But this tree stuff and everything is in these windows are really nice. There we go. There's the last of that. Now my question is, I was trying to see, are there any other... Oh, that's a bit of a glitch, I think. Okay, so do you see that circle right there? That's exactly what we're looking at here. So, someone didn't program in a outside wall shell to that part of the level. Fun! I'm not gonna talk shit on them. They obviously worked really hard on this, and most normal people would not be jumping around up here. I know I keep saying it, I'm just really enjoying this DLC so far. Oh, Brian, you missed my musing about whether or not Wonderland and its denizens would be potentially come under the pure view of the SCP Foundation. I'm under the opinion that yes. Random high thought, since you want suggestions, avatar yourself like the characters from Five Goes West. Oh, that's an idea! And also, speaking of that, you said the word avatar, that makes me think about The Last Airbender. That is something I could do as well. Just leaving myself a few quick notes to jot this down later. I just know you like to sing and thought of Tanya from the movie. Oh, that's fair. Oh. Thank you for the suggestions, Brian. I appreciate it. Let's see. So that's that wall. That wall. I suppose I could do a Disney version as well.
May I have this dance?
Your stomach and brain.
Why do I keep getting that same... So Disney Princess, or technically I already have Disney, a la, Kingdom Hearts, but a more Disney Princess version could be fun to play around with. Yeah, it's sappy, but I love you. Aw, Brian, I love you too. You're one of my best beans. My Brian. Let's see. Oh, okie doke. Let's gear up for another one. Oh! Was that adequate? Excellent. I'm glad that you were pleased. I love this random... Oh, it's a dresser! Oh, it's an owl dresser! I love everything about this little man's. Look at him. I love him. Flip stable? Hopefully in a good way. Okay, so there's that. Might as well finish up here and then go downstairs to finish stuff up. Okay, now I grind more garment grid. I'm a lurk. Go, go, go! I miss Final Fantasy. X2 I never got into as much as 10, because that 10 was one of my favorites. One of my first, and therefore favorite, Final Fantasy games. But X2, there's definitely a certain amount of fun in that. Oh, that's right! Part of the reason I never finished it was because, there was a glitch on, there was a glitch in cutscene on my disc, and on one of my current roommate, Ashley, their disc also had a glitch in that cutscene, or some kind of scratch or something. It wouldn't go past it. It was the second big Yuna concert. Neither one of us could ever proceed past. We would have to either skip the cutscene, or if the game would even let us, or the game would just freeze and not let us proceed. I forgot all about that. Okay. I love the fact that he has a carrot body pillow. I also love that I'm cleaning a bed with a pressure washer. So, fun fact, the whole time I've been chatting on here, I was in random encounters next to. Hey, nothing wrong with that. In fact, I would be somewhat surprised if folks didn't have this on in the background while they did something else. That's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of what, I wouldn't say the purpose of my stream is, but that's certainly not something I'm opposed to people doing. This way it's more like we're doing...
Oh, okay.
No. This way it's sort of more along the lines of parallel play, I suppose? Like we're doing stuff together at the same time and hanging out almost. What is this? Oh, it's a fan. White rabbit hand fan. It has got little carrots. Oh, that's adorable. What's all the... Oh, all of his little white, gloves. Oh, I love that. But because of how comfortable I am with the ATB games now, I casually reach for the Phoenix down. It's not even close. Okay, so I think I'm done up here. I will finish the kitchen. Yeah, let's do the kitchen first. And then I'll finish out the living room. Oh yeah, I forgot there's another tree in here. I do like how I can see there's a little thingy outside, an overhang. While I was preparing the lightning rod and the torches, okay, Bill the Lizard. Everyone suddenly started chucking whatever they could find through the windows. Now, who is everyone? Did the White Rabbit recruit a bunch of people to just start firebombing his house? God, look at these little utensils! They're all carrot themed! That's when Dormouse started luzzing cakes. Luzzing? Oh my god, carrot jar. He's got a jar just for carrots! I love him. What are you doing? I asks. Easy, he says. As soon as she realizes that there's more cake outside the house than inside it, she'll come running. And he was right, she disappeared into thin air. So then the cakes do make you shrink. Okay, this shelf still has some unclean Ooh, yeah, plenty of uncleaned sections. Okay, wait. No, I'm supposed to finish the walls before I do all the little bits and pieces. I'm too easily distracted. Oh, he has multiple carrot jars for his multiple carrots. Oh man, that reminds me of some of the one of the new animal races in Final Fantasy XIV are the Loporrits, who are some bunnies, and they just carrot everything. They love carrots so much. I love them so much. Since I just beat the main campaign of well, you know, the final dungeon in regular Endwalker, not the post-credits content, I should be able to unlock the Beast Tribe stuff now, which I'm very excited about. Beast Tribe is some of my favorite jam. I love everything about this kitchen. I love it so much. Okay, pan is good, other pan is good, carrot ladle is good, pan is good. No, like, it's a little flower. Okay, you're clean, you're clean, you're clean, you're clean. Okay. There we go. You're done, you're done, you're done. Okay, so that's good. And then the stove. Because, as we've said multiple times on this channel, power washing electric equipment isn't a problem. Although, looking at this, this is a gas stove. There's no way. This is a gas stove. Does Wonderland know what electricity is? We just don't know. There we go. Ah, there's apparently... Oh, I was wondering what was left of this tree to clean. It's the bit up here. There we go. There's that. I think that's most of this stuff clean, and if it's not, the game will tell me. Oh, I love the dings. The dings are very good. And what about you? You still have some parts left. There we go. And are you clean? Not at all. Ah, as I thought. There we go. Well... There's that. I was about to comment on how having a entire wall for clocks isn't healthy, and then I remembered how the white rabbit is a poster boy for anxiety, and I'm like, ah, yes. Okay, so let's go through these. Oh. Okay, so the wall is still unclean. There we go. That appears to be it for that. Let's scoot you over here. Because we have a little weirdo grandfather clock to scrub clean. I say scrub like we're doing anything as gentle as scrubbing. We are pressure washing this fella. Okay, so there's that. Oh, I didn't realize that was the base and this were two different objects. Interesting. Can you just scooch over here for a sec, please? Thank you. Now see, soot, this makes sense at this being dark, but with the soot and such. Okay, floor next. Okay, now time to ooh. I was about to say time to find out what I missed. This is one for sure. Okay. Now let's go to the list. And we'll put it on the list, and we'll put it on the list, and none of them be missed. And none of them be missed. Okay, where precisely on this did I miss? It occurs to me that that was an extremely obscure musical I just quoted, but now where the heckity is the... It says that I'm missing stuff somewhere, but is it... Ah, that would be it. Stove rail. This guy? Utensils. You guys? Utensil, 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 utensil. And writing desk drawer. Well, the writing desk is upstairs. You? Yes, you. The middle guy. There we go. The rabbit sends in a little bill. Oh, cause Bill the Lizard and Bill for monies. I get it! Well, I never. If I was looking at that house with Dodo, like I am now, and he said, "Can you believe that only today that house had been ransacked by an enormous child and set upon by a mix of assorted baked goods, rendering the inside like some kind of pointillist art exhibit, I'd say, "Never. You're having me on. It's too clean, is that?" Then he'd shake his head like he is now, and we'd smile and laugh and tootle off, still shaking our heads and laughing and smiling just like we is now. Thanks, Bill the Lizard. Caterpillar's mushroom. Let me ask you a question. If something is a problem, and that something gets removed, does that problem get bigger or smaller? It all depends on what's underneath. My problem was a mushroom, though it only became a problem once it was picked by a wandering child, as underneath it was a nest of millipedes. And with millipedes, when there's one dirty foot, there's a lots. Their fractious marching was a constant nuisance, so I told them the world is bigger than this, and blew bubbles to rehouse them yonder. Now, my problem has become the realization that this world is, indeed, bigger than this. So I've rolled myself into this cocoon, where I shall remain until both my logic and my home are flawless. It's already taken quite some time. Okay, Caterpillar. Sorry, water was required. Just a sec. Sorry, just checking something on my end real quick. Okay. Alright, well, first things first, let's appreciate the shit out of this. Holy moly, look at this. I obviously can't go very far, but look at this. Oh, hi. Mr. Cheshire Cat? Are you just gonna stay there for a while? Because usually you fuck off. If I move my mouse pointer off of you, will you disappear like a weeping angel? No, you appear to be here to stay until, or maybe unless, I get to the starting point of the level. Okay, I guess he's just chilling. Look at the millipede feets. Oh, this is fun. Anything else over there that... Look at this! God, this is cool. Oh, look at this. So this is grime and spores. How much higher is one meant to get? Moss. Ooh. Butterfly shrine statue. Well, this is neat. Let's start with the bridge. Whilst you work, I would like to run my thoughts through a paradox that's been troubling me. Perhaps it's been troubling you, too? If the caterpillar breaks the fourth wall, I'm gonna crack up. It's a metaphor on my metamorphosis. Now don't be getting Kafka on us, my man. There we go. Simply put, who am I? Bruh, listen, I was confronted with the question of what is the meaning of life in Endwalker earlier today. I don't need this. Oh hey, one-up mushroom. shall focus on the bridge, and then the base, and then figure out how to tackle all of this. So I'm not gonna lie, it is faintly disconcerting to have the Cheshire Cat chilling out permanently now. I thought he was supposed to show up briefly and then vanish in all levels. Oh well. Not like he's hurting anyone by just chilling. Oh hey, Bubbles! Bubbles! Well. Blue? Oh, I guess it's the spores. So I know that the caterpillar smokes pipeweed. And that's like why that's part of like goes along with the philosopher thing and the modern interpretation of him just being high all the time. Or actually no, he smokes a hookah, doesn't he? But I'm also sitting here looking at all of this mold and stuff and saying here like, how much of it is my man the caterpillar being high, and how much of it is him having toxicosis? The world may never know. I guess earlier, like I said, I guess it depends on how dark your interpretation is of Wonderland. How can I access that little... Okay, there we go. Okay, well, I do believe that's it for this. Let's take a moment and do the inside of this.
My internet, my rules.
I keep getting the same. I keep getting the same like 3 ads. There we go. Fungus deck, apparently, is what this is called. And yeah, I mean, I guess that is quite literally what it is. It is a deck made out of fungus. If I can do that, and then I hopefully won't have to keep crouching down later. That's not what I meant. Here we go. I get distracted again by what I was supposed to be doing. What I'm supposed to be doing is, well, I guess this is technically still part and parcel of that. I want to do the walkway, and I guess that does necessitate this, because it's the base.
Right now at PetSmart, get $5 off walk-in grooming services during Yappy Hour.
No. Here we go. Okay, well. That section can be done. The deck can probably be done after that before I move on to the mushroom. But first, I would like to do this and then the other bridge. Then the deck, then we'll figure out what to do about the mushroom. There we go. That in a moment. Well, there we go. There we go. Okay. First, this bridge, then the deck. Yeah, that's a big ol' no. The concept of paying for viewers. Nah, bud. Bye. Get good rest, Brian. Thank you for popping in. In my original state, I was simply a caterpillar. Of that there could be no doubt. It was self-evident. I think, therefore I am. Now, I'm in my cocoon. I still think the same, but I am not the same. I am liquid. Sir, how are you texting me if you are liquid? I think, therefore I jam? Oh, god damn it. Wait, did I miss? Okay, I didn't miss a text while I was distracted. No. Right. Gotta do the outside first. Oops. So I know they will never do this, but part of me now wants to, like, have PowerWash Sim levels for games like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy XIV. Like, can you imagine, like, cleaning up stuff in some of those levels? That would be so much fun. I'm 90% certain that will never happen, because despite the fact that Squeenix is associated with the folks that make PowerWash Sim, and they have done, you know, Tomb Raider and Final Fantasy crossovers, Final Fantasy VII specifically, the Kingdom Hearts one will probably never happen, because trying to get rights with anything Disney adjacent is a nightmare. They would just have to stick to towns like Twilight Town and make sure there's nothing Disney adjacent in those levels. But you know, a girl can dream. Oops. Okay. There we go. Okay. Right. Wanted to do the deck first. So I know that like 99% of my followers would, or the folks their viewers anyway, wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But has anyone ever, aside from me, ever visited in New Hampshire the tiny amusement park called Storyland? It is, I'm not even sure if it's still around, I hope it is. It's more geared towards much younger kids, but in essence, it is a little tiny theme park that has rides and like parts of the park that are modeled after fairy tales. Like, there's like miniature town bits that are like modeled after stuff from like Hansel and Gretel. There's like rides that are based on, I'm pretty sure like, oh, I don't even remember. I haven't been there in almost 20 years. But it just, because my brain was quietly staring here, like sitting here as I do this, staring at this deck because it's all mushroomy and going, would anyone ever build this in real life? And then I remember, well, they kind of did, because I do remember some parts of Storyland having like big ol' mushrooms, because they were like associated with certain fairy tales, like Hansel and Gretel and some of the other like old school ones. I seem to remember a really horrifying animatronic that has something to do with the gingerbread man. It has been so long. Yeah, no, I must have been... I think the oldest I would have been last time I went was 16. It's been a long ass time. Yeah, might as well do this guy while I'm down here. Interesting world building that he has a shrine to a butterfly. Like, are you concerned that you will not make it out of your cocoon, Caterpillar? Yeah, probably nobody outside of New England, or maybe not even anyone outside New Hampshire, knows about Storyland. But, it's a thing. And in addition to that, there is Santa's Village, which is just Christmas themed. You used to be able to pet the reindeer. I don't know if you still can. At certain times of year, anyway. During like mating season and stuff, or before, just before mating season, you weren't permitted to go anywhere near them for obvious reasons, because they get a lot more aggressive. And because of I'm pretty sure that most of the ones we interacted with were male, because they look the part, what with the horns and such. Though I do know there are female reindeer that have antlers. Anyway. Obscure New England theme parks. And mind you, they are not very big. Certainly not compared to some things like the mainstream crap like Six Flags. Or, you know, Disney. Caterpillar jumper. By jumper, do you mean like... I mean, I guess it does look something like a sweater. Or by jumper, do you mean something to help you jump down off of your... I do not know. I am at a loss. Oh, this is a washing line. Yes, this is a, by jumper it does mean sweater. Okay. I don't think I was not putting two and two together about why this was on a stick, or a string rather. I'm something of a slow creature sometimes.
May I have this dance?
No.
Your stomach and brain together at last.
No. Oh, these little shoeses! Oh my goodness. Oh no, these are sockies! Oh my goodness. Does that mean his shoes are gonna be lined up in a nice little row somewhere? I love that. Ding, ding, ding. There we go. Now, while I'm at it, actually, let's get some of these smaller guys done. Yes, I am procrastinating taking on the big guy. So did you know, or at least I'm pretty sure I remember hearing, that the stuff on the underside, like these things are called gills, or so I was told. And I hate everything about that because the implication that mushrooms need to breathe, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And there's a little voice in the back of my head that sounds like Jay is quoting that mushroom, that Tumblr thing, like, you know, points a gun at mushroom, like, tell me, like, what is the face of God or something, and the mushroom is like, you cannot kill me in any way that matters. Whatever that meme was, it lives rent-free in my brain. Oh, here we are. You are who I was looking for. There we go. Now while I'm in the area, let's clean a little bit of this so I don't have to go crouching around after.
call dippers? Oh, okay.
Where's the last bit? Okay, there we go. To elaborate, says the caterpillar. When a caterpillar wraps itself inside a cocoon, it does not simply change from a caterpillar into a butterfly. Yes, we know it becomes goo. In a process that is still not well understood by science. Its head does not simply grow more refined, replete with long, elegant tongue. I would still like to know how this caterpillar, who is, admittedly, a pile of goo inside a chrysalis right now, is texting us. But it's Wonderland. Stuff doesn't matter. Its body does not shrink, grow hairy, and sprout wings. Oh no, the process is far more singular than that. Insects are especially weird when it comes to evolution, or to changing in that respect. Mammals, even birds, once our skeletal structure is set, it's set. We don't really change so much as grow a little bit taller, a little bit larger. Insects and invertebrates, evolution and biology gets a lot more interesting with them. Gets a lot more creative. Weird shape. Weird shape. No. No. Stop it. I say as though I don't have exact control over what my character is doing. But to be fair, gravity, not super helpful. Case in point. You know, I have to wonder, I don't think they'll ever do this, but if they, because that's not the point of the game, but if they ever implemented surfaces that are hard to jump onto or whatnot as part of this, that would be interesting. Again, I don't think they will ever do that because that's not the purpose of the game. The purpose is to clean things and have fun and chill. Oh look, I found his little door. Game, you good? There we go. Good, good. There. Good enough for now. Those are footsteps. Oh, this is the chrysalis, right. Now, Sarah Caterpillar. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but there's a high likelihood that, if you try to go back through this tiny door, when you're done when you are no longer Sarah Caterpillar, and are now, you know, evolved into Sarah Butterfly, or Moth, I'm not sure that you're gonna fit through that door. You might want to get somebody in to enlarge in that for you, lest you damage your poor wings. Can you... Let me up! Let me up! Ugh. I'm rather curious as to... Obviously, we're not going to see it in-game, but I'm a touch curious as to what the inside of this looks like. Assuming that the caterpillar, like, you know, the other animals we have investigated thus far, has a typical kitchen and whatnot. Oh yeah, mushroom gills. I was right! It is called gills. I still hate it. I say, I do like me some shrooms. one of my favorite pizza toppings. And, steak bombs without it are not that great. And American chop suey or sketty without it doesn't feel right either. But that's probably because my dad really loved them, so we had them in everything growing up. I know a lot of people can't stand them, including my roommates. Now I'm wondering, because there is that giant climby thingy outdoors, or outside, wherever it is, whichever direction it is in, it makes me think that I'm going to have to clean the outside or top of this shroomy as well. So hopefully that's not too much of a pain in the patoot. There we go. No! Oh well. Are you clean? Yes, okay. Where am I? Oh, okay. This stuff over here is a lot harder to get off. From a distance, anyway. You see, whilst you have been working, I have completely deconstructed myself. I am now a liquid which simultaneously remembers both what it was to be a caterpillar and what it is to be a butterfly. I'm still waiting for an answer on how you're texting me. So, is the question still, who am I, or what am I? The question is what. Fundamentally, the question of who you are is up to the person to decide. What you are is generally a question of biology? Vis-a-vis caterpillar versus butterfly, anyway. Someday I would like to endeavor to be also a liquid that is capable of making a philosophical conducting philosophical conversations. Because let's be real here, having a body is a mistake. I would like to trade this model in for a floating orb, perhaps. I'm not picky about the color. Blue would be nice. Humans are a mistake. I mean, yeah, you are correct. But well, if humans are a mistake, then most life on the planet is also a mistake, so, you know. Your life will continue going regardless. But no, the point of this discussion was I would like to be an orb. Perhaps a floaty orb. If I could still have snacks and telekinesis, I'd be happy with that. But otherwise, in all ways but physical, I am an orb. I don't know what I would want to be. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm already round. I figure an orb is a pleasing shape. No hard edges to hurt anyone or myself on. Just, you know, kind of round. I already feel orbish in shape and it isn't working out too well for you, for me. Yeah, no, that's legit. That's fair. You could be a triangle. I don't know, Coons. Maybe you'd make a good rectangle. Think you want to be a cat. You know what? Valid. They can be liquid. This is true. Cats are very shape. And they are very not shape when they want to be. Cat would be ideal form. The other trouble with being a cat is the lack of opposable thumbs. We can just 3D print some opposable thumbs. Yeah, but that's when you con your human into doing things for you. I mean, you are correct. As is the prerogative of every cat ever. They're quite good at it. One of my poor friend's cat has been waking them up at like 4 AM every day. In fact, the cat I live with, I try not to leave my room late at night if I can, even if I'm having trouble sleeping, because Ray, the cat I live with, will inevitably start meowing up a storm if she's stuck in a room and hears me around out and about. It's just like, listen, we do not need to wake the roommate, please. Roommate already has trouble sleeping. Apparently, Ray only does this for me. Somehow, she knows when it's me in the kitchen. Or, like, in the living room or whatnot. She doesn't do this with anyone else. And apparently, per my roommate, she will just poke her head into my room when I'm not there to see if I'm in there. What a funny little beast. She's definitely got a very special personality, that one. I'm just impressed, given, you know, her, you know, 0.5 brain cells. That she has managed to somehow scrape together such a personality. Oh yeah, she's a good bean. She doesn't permit anyone to pet her, unless it's very much on her own terms if you are not my roommate, who is her person. But, she's a little friendo. Yeah, she doesn't... yeah. I love her dearly. She's an interesting beastie. Well, you say that, but, like, I don't know, my brothers... I've met lots of cats that are basically dogs in how they behave. Like, some of them will come when called and are, like, really open to getting lots of pets, even from various people. Every cat I've met is unique. Yeah, I can say that. That's definitely true. Like, Ray, I've never met another cat like Ray. She is a force unto herself. And so was my roommate's previous cat, Moogle. He was a very interesting beastie. I've never met a cat like him before. If you live with a cat long enough to learn their personality, you can meet cats that are similar, but you'll never meet one that is precisely the same. It ranges from pushes a glass of the table to flopping in front of you for pets. True that, sometimes even the same creature, at various times, will do this. Okay, let's see. I was trying to do as much as possible from down there, but I'm gonna have to get up here. I'm also, unfortunately, gonna have to use that, I don't like... If I can get away, in a level, if I can get away with not using ladders and stuff, I will. It's not even that I dislike using them or that they're irritating, it's a personal challenge to myself to see how far I can get in a level without doing so. On the 4th of July, I went to a coworker's cookout, and they had 2 cats, Binks and Obi. Obi was this itty-bitty orange cat who's like 4 years old, and it's one of the sweetest little beasties I've ever met. Came when he was called, like, was just all over me for pets. And his name's actually short for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love him dearly. And, like, I hope I get to meet him again. He seems like such a sweet child. And then, his brother, who was a slightly bigger, more stocky, gray tabby, his name was Binks. But not for Binks as in, whatchamacallit, from Hocus Pocus. Binks as in Jar Jar Binks. And he was very slightly more cautious and standoffish, but still willing to come over for pets. And apparently they're not usually that friendly with strangers, so I felt extremely blessed that day. I was wearing black shorts, and by the end of the day, they were just utterly destroyed by fur. But hey, that is the price you must pay for kitty pets sometimes. So I think this ought to be, well, we're 75% done, so we'll be done hopefully in the next 20 minutes or so, we'll see. And at which point I shall be done for the night, but Wednesday I'll probably be doing something with Kit & Co, and if not, I'll find something else to do. It always gives me warm fuzzies if animals who aren't normally friendly act the total opposite with me. Yeah, it's honestly, I think, one of the best feelings when somebody goes, "Aw, they usually don't like strangers, but they seem to like you," and it's like, ah yes, I have been given a gift, TM, this day. The gift of friendship from the kitties. 'Tis not something to scoff at. So I was correct. And we do have to do the top of this thing. Alright. Well, at least I can jump onto it. What is this? It says grime and dust, but it's almost shiny. It's weird. You know, it's funny. Ray didn't like me for like a solid month or so after I moved in because the problem is, I think I was coming on too strong. Because Ray is very much a beastie. That bubble stains from the bubble hookah. Oh my god, these bubbles! They're all colors! Oh, I love everything about that. The problem was with me and Ray is that she's very much a creature that you have to let approach you on her terms. And it wasn't that I was disregarding that. It was that I was overly excited at getting to live with a kitty again. So I was approaching her more often than she was comfortable with. I definitely tried to give her space, but I was just overly enthusiastic, and she didn't know what to do with that. So she did not like me for a while, until we both got used to each other. And she was like, ah, enthusiastic person does not mean me harm. Okay. The sound of your work is so soothing. Part of the problem with Ray is that she will be fine with something, but then like flip to not being fine with it, literally in the blink of an eye, without any warning, like body language or anything like that. So I have to keep a close eye on her. I am feeling altogether more myself again. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everyone had a cocoon in which to pop in whenever the world got a little too much? I'm sure dear Alice could do with one right about now. Well, it's like, I grew up with dogs, so I am so much more accustomed to dog body language. And so it says the caterpillar, I wonder where she's gone to. Because dogs will almost always, or at least the ones I grew up around, if you're fucking around and they're reaching their limit, for a dog, like I said, the dogs I grew up with, this is not universal. They would give us multiple indicators over time. Like, there would be a warning in advance when they were reaching their limit. Cats flip from one to, at least the cats I've ever lived with, seem to flip from tolerating to nope in the blink of an eye. Dogs are a lot more simple. Yeah, I think in general, I think people are taught more about dog body language than we are about cat body language, because the overwhelming opinion about cats is that they're hard to understand. So people don't bother learning body language. And just, yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know how to explain it. Less effort in some respects seems to be put towards learning about cats. Not so much nowadays, but definitely when I was growing up. I feel like cats are a bit bipolar at times. I think they just have... And maybe it is in part because they are technically, by quite a lot, less domesticated than dogs. We've had dogs domesticated for a long time, but cats, in essence, domesticated themselves. I just feel like they're wired differently, and they also are, like I said, slightly less domesticated in some respects. So... they're not... Part of the reason dogs act the way they do around humans is a very long line of trained behavior. I don't know. I'm not precisely a scientist. That's just what I've been told over time, I suppose. Who knows, it might not be accurate.
Right now at PetSmart, get $5 off walk-in grooming services during Yappy Hour.
Speaking of pets. Nope. There we go. In general, dogs seem to let you know up front what to expect, where cats you really need to pay attention at all times. Yeah, I think in general, I think dogs over time have learned to express themselves in ways that humans are better at recognizing, whereas cats are not that way. And this is not something that is wrong with cats or that needs to be changed about cats. It's something that we as humans in general need to learn more about them to adjust. But then, that's true for a lot of pets. Like, we do tend, in some respects, to misinterpret animal body language. Birds, for example. Birds, lizards, a lot of beasties, we assume that certain behavior is positive when it's negative. Like, there's whole Tumblrs or Twitters or accounts online or websites about how, like, people will share what they think is cute animal behavior from, like, a bird or something like that, and we think it's cute because we've seen similar behavior on, let's say, dogs, or the body language is vaguely human, so we assume it means the same thing on a bird or a lizard, when usually that is very not the case. And it probably is due to how partnership with dogs has progressed versus our relationship with cats. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, cats raised around humans do change their behavior to communicate better with us. The fact that cats meow at all is a direct result of learned behavior from being around humans from a young age. Like, because adult cats typically do not meow. Doop. Here we go. Yeah, oftentimes when I see, like there was a couple of videos running around a couple of years ago on the internet where it was like a pet, like owl, that was being pet a certain way, and the way it was closing its eyes and like stuff like that made people go, "Aw, it's so cute, it's enjoying itself," when in reality that was like a really dangerous behavior for the animal to be doing, and showed that they were like super uncomfortable. So animal behavior literacy is pretty important, I think. I should... Let's see. There we go. And then... Oh, no, I don't want to fall. Not that it's the end of the world, but... would rather not have to come back up here. Okay, well, let's get rid of this, take care of you guys. Caterpillar Fez. Oh, that's right, I forgot that some depictions of this caterpillar has him wearing a fez. Because fezzes are cool. Crime dust, bubble stains. Yeah, we gotta change it to him blowing bubbles for it to be family friendly. Okay, and you. Aromatic bubble blower. Oh, it's pretty, whatever it is. The Sims 4 has a bubble blower object that I've never really used because, like, I mean, it exists and it's been around for, like, since one of the first expansions in that game, but I'm told that bubble blowers exist in real life with flavored bubbles, but I don't know, I guess I just don't get it. I mean, I'll try anything once, but... like, this was years and years ago, though. Like, something about sweet bubbles, or, like, mint, or various other flavors. It wasn't, like, to my understanding, it wasn't, like, illicit substance related. Alright. Well... herein lies part of the problem. I'm too far over to the side to be able to reach from here where I need to reach on that damn chrysalis. And there's nowhere to put this. I mean, I had to put it up on the complete other side. Then again, maybe... that ain't gonna work. There we go. Butterfly, shrine, plinth. Okay, so back to the shrine. Surprised I missed part of that. Oh, yeah. Fungus platforms. Ah, well, you're one of them. Ah, and mushroom cap ring. Well, it looks like there's plenty of space on that. That still has little bits and pieces on it, so... That said, the cap does... yeah, it does extend out here. So it might do me better to check out here. Yeah, that's more like it. Crud. There we go. I was so hoping I could do that without having to bring the thing over here. Advice from a caterpillar. Not a speck of millipede footfall to be found. How wonderful! I stand, emerge from my chrysalis atop the mushroom in glorious sunny spot. My wings are sprouted. You should see them. They look finer than a haberdasher's curtains. And just in time, too, if I'm not mistaken. It appears to be exactly the moment to discover just how much bigger the world really is. Alright, so the next one is a fun Mad Tea Party. That said, this is it for me for tonight. I really do appreciate everybody popping in today. This has been a fun little stream. If nothing else happens, I'll probably do the more of this DLC next Saturday, or even possibly sooner if we don't end up not really doing much of anything on Wednesday together. But yeah, let me see. I need to double check to see if Kit and them are still alive. Let me see. Because Kit was doing something with Panther Casey. I just need to double check to see if are they still alive? Okay then, I might give them a raid. But alright, my dears. Thank you again for coming to do this with me tonight. This has actually been a ton of fun. And, So, thank you again. Take care, stay safe, my dears, and until we talk again, have a good rest of your day. And, let's go bother Kit and Casey, shall we? Here we go! Thank you for coming, Coons. Pachoo!